I'm back with one of your favorites. You loved our fall festive creamer edition, and now I bring you the Holly Jolly Holiday Edition. I've got 5 new winter flavors that are just in time for the Christmas season. Starting with the most popular Peppermint Mocha. By the way, in case you missed it, have you read the ingredients? First ingredient being water, next sugar, and then not one bit of cream. Just a bunch of things you can't pronounce. So these are just better for you. You know what I mean? And this is the key to all of your pepperminty drinks, whether you want to enjoy this hot or cold or frosted or whatever. If you have this, you have all you need. Some sweetened condensed milk. I'm gonna make this a double batch because I'm gonna split it into 2 flavors. And then to that, I'm gonna add in about 3 to 3.5 cups of half and half. And this alone is your basic coffee creamer. Okay, and then I'm gonna give that a whisk until those 2 things combine. We're gonna flavor it up, peppermint and vanilla, 2 teaspoons of each in this double batch. All right, I'm gonna pour half of this out and turn the other half into peppermint mocha creamer. So really I'm giving you 6 instead of 5, but who's counting? Okay, and then all you need to do to turn this into peppermint mocha creamer is to add the mocha, AKA cocoa powder. So I'm just gonna start with 1 tablespoon. And you just wanna stir that until that chocolate dissolves. This one's gonna be a little speckled, a little darker in color. It does, it's a whole different experience, and that is daggum delicious. Doesn't get any easier than that. Peppermint creamer and peppermint mocha. Gonna do a final taste test at the end. I'll just keep these chilled while we make the rest, but we are on to a great start. Baking happens more this time of year than any other time of year, and Christmas's favorite cookie, the sugar cookie. So we're doing sugar cookie creamer. I'm gonna start this one the same way I did the other one. They're not all gonna have this sweetened condensed milk base, but for this one, we want it to taste as much like a sugar cookie as possible, so this is just still the best base for that. So I'm going in with, again, a can of sweetened condensed milk, AKA milk and sugar. Okay, so it's always a can of the sweetened condensed milk, but then your other half can be a range of things. I think the perfect creaminess, I love a creamy coffee, is half and half with the sweetened condensed milk. I'm doing 1 3/4 cup. Okay, and then just whisk these 2 together, just like we did the other. You know, it's the vanilla extract that really takes, you know, some ingredients to their next level to make it taste like a baked good. I'm also adding in a pinch of salt to balance out that sweet, and because we always put, you know, a little salt in your sugar cookie, don't you? So a little salt and then vanilla. Start with 2 teaspoons, but I'm also adding in a little almond extract. This kind of gives, you know, those sugar cookies that always come iced. They always have like a little hint of the almond extract. That should do it. That's kind of amazing. I sort of want you to taste it.
It tastes like a sugar cookie.
That worked better than even I thought it was gonna work. The almond extract for the win. Just a little bit, and it tastes just like a daggum sugar cookie. Just had a cute idea for our little jar. I'm gonna rim it with some sugar just to remind you that this is the sugar cookie. So I'm just gonna put a little of our sweetened condensed milk, and then just dip the top in some sugar. Okay, and then in goes our creamer. 2 down, 3 to go. This is fun. We're going non-dairy with this next one, and inspired by Starbucks Gingerbread Oatmilk Chai creamer. I did the apple chai oatmilk creamer in the fall, and y'all loved it, so I'm just zhuzhing it up a little bit and giving it a gingerbread spin. So I'm going to bring some water up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my tea bags in. We're just trying to make a really concentrated, you know, chai syrup here. You can use any kind of chai tea that you like. I'll do mostly those, and I'll throw in a couple of vanilla. It's come to a boil. Now I'm just gonna turn it off and let it steep for about 10 minutes longer. It just smells like the holidays, you know, like when you go into one of those stores while you're doing your shopping. All right, so while that steeps, we're gonna make our oat milk. Super easy. Making oat milk is so simple, and I didn't realize this until last time when we made it together. It gets so creamy. So you're just gonna start with about 3/4 cup of oats, and then pour some boiling water over them and let them sit for about 10 minutes until they're really, really soft. Once that happens, we'll drain them, rinse off the oats, and throw it all in a blender. All right, once the tea has steeped, I'm gonna take the tea bags out, and then we're gonna create the syrup out of it. So I'm gonna add in some brown sugar, 1/2 cup of white sugar, and then for that gingerbread effect, molasses. All right, and then we're gonna add the spices that are in the gingerbread cookie: ginger, cinnamon, and cloves. We're gonna bring this up to a boil, and then I'm just gonna let it simmer until it has reduced to about a cup. It's gonna be thick and syrupy, especially as it cools. All right, so take your oats after they've soaked. You can see they've gotten really soft in here. Just gonna drain it and then rinse them off. 1, 2, 3. You're just gonna add them to a blender. To that, I'm adding in 3 dates that I've pitted. That's just gonna add some sweetness and a little bit of creaminess. And then 1.5 cups of cold water and a little bit of liquid coconut oil. This kind of also helps emulsify it and make it, really creamy. We're gonna blend this until it's good and creamy. All right, then I'm gonna strain it again, just to get any remaining little solids out of there. Look how thick and creamy this is. This right here is just your oat milk creamer if you just want plain oat milk creamer. You don't get that out of a bottle. In the bottled kind, they're all watery, like super thin. This is perfect. It is so rich and syrupy. And as this cools, it's really gonna thicken up. This smells so good. We're not gonna use the entire batch of this for the creamer, so you can save this and put it in your tea or use it in some of your desserts. Just drink it because it is so good. All right, so now we're gonna add some of our syrup into the creamer. Also, I'll be saving some of the syrup for a good old-fashioned later. Now, this does not make your coffee that light in color, so it might look like you don't have a lot in there, but you do. How do you just translate a cookie into creamer that close? We did it. Again. 2 to go. And speaking of cocktails, next up, Irish cream creamer. Okay, this is a version without sweetened condensed milk. So if you like the base of this, you can use this for all the other creamers. I'm gonna start with 1.25 cups of heavy cream. To that, I'm adding in 1 cup of sugar, and then we're just gonna heat this up until the sugar dissolves. All right, once that sugar has dissolved, you're gonna go in with the key flavors of Irish cream. A little bit of chocolate, a little bit of espresso, and then some almond extract. I'm also gonna add in a pinch of salt and a little vanilla. Okay, let's see how we're doing. It's that amaretto. Okay, Irish cream. All right, and then you stir in your milk, half and half or more heavy cream. Just kind of temper it in like this. I love Irish cream. I love Irish cream, anything, especially on the rocks. That almond extract just does wonders. It's like the amaretto that's in the Irish cream. This is gonna be delicious in the cup of coffee or with a shot of bourbon. Just saying. I'm gonna let this chill. And for my final trick, toasted marshmallow. If that doesn't sound like winter, I don't know what does. Take some marshmallows, lay them out on a sheet pan, and pop them in the broiler. This is the way we're gonna get our toasty marshmallows really fast. You could do this over the campfire if you're feeling, frisky. About half a bag of the jumbo marshmallows, about 30, pop them under the broiler. Don't go too far, but in the meantime, we can get some simple syrup. Start with a simple syrup, 3/4 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar. Okay, I'm gonna stir this until the sugar dissolves and then add in my toasty marshmallows. We get them good and toasty because we're not eating them, so, just before the burn stage, because that way they really infuse our syrup. Tempted to eat this, but I'm not. Once our sugar has dissolved, these are going right into our simple syrup. Just trust the process. Well, it's like eating s'mores. It's good. Let these melt down. I would go the extra mile maybe and do it over a fire, just so you get kind of that smokiness in there too, if you want to. You definitely want to toast them dark so that they really get, that toasty flavor in here. Don't be scared to almost burn them. All right, and to balance out the sweet, and then some vanilla. Since the base is water, I'm going in with heavy cream. And then you just want to incorporate it really slowly. The ones that surprise me always end up being the best ones. All right, now we strain it. All right, strain out all those little bits of burnt marshmallow. A few little floaty flecks are good because it does remind you that it is a homemade toasted marshmallow creamer. tastes just like it. Chilling this one and then bringing them all out. Not 5, but 6 creamers. How cute is that? It's taste test time. I don't even know where to start. Maybe I'll start with how I originally started. Peppermint Mocha. Let's see how we did. Oh yeah. Tastes like a peppermint patty. I can see why this is the most popular. It's like a candy cane, stir in your coffee. A+. You're gonna wanna make that one. Sugar cookie next. Oh, that one kind of blows my mind. That's the one that kind of blows my mind at how much it tastes like a sugar cookie. Especially one of those like personalized decorated kind, you know? That's what that is. Yes, 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 so far. Gingerbread oat. It's like we stepped right out of a bakery. Oh, the chai. I forgot the chai was in there too. Like I said in the fall version, this is the elevated coffee creamer. This is the one for your bougie taste, you know? Delightful. Irish cream. Again, that's like the perfect amount of sweetness. This is like my perfect cup of coffee. That just makes you feel like you took your coffee up a notch. All right, for my final trick, let's just do an iced coffee. A little toasted marshmallow. This one goes out to my teenagers. That's the one that, oh, you definitely get the marshmallow. As soon as I swallowed, it tasted like a s'mores almost. I don't know if I can pick a favorite, but maybe you can. Try one of these creamers and let me know what you think. Just in time for the holidays, and no need to buy the ones that are filled with oil and water. I know I didn't just splash myself on the first recipe of the day, but I did. Can't take her anywhere.